We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s.
There you go.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. This defense for the Vikings, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Kenneth Walker, his target out of the backfield. And now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And this is what we talk, game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Yeah, I should have shot. Well, I don't know. I know I am, but as far as my husband Bradley
and this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones to about the 35, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, first down.
8 and 7, baby.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
I'm trying to be 8 and 7.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, I know it's not a lie. Dang. I know it's not a lie. It's okay. It's okay. It's just 8 and 7. Oh, not my record.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tyrell Dotson there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The mid-game.
Throwing is McCarthy. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll get about 6 there before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly. 2nd down and 4. Now a handoff to Chandler. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. To the air with McCarthy. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
Oh, that ain't
Great
bad.
effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season.
Oh, the
and the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A try here for the extra point.
Let's go, JJ.
The Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
JJ McCarthy. That's a 7. Oh, man.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Machine. Dang.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line.
Where's it going to be?
The Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Oh, okay.
As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them.
Yeah, it's my quarterback, JJ McCarthy. I got the Vikings in this league.
Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people.
And he's like an 85. You know what I'm saying? This one nice competition, yeah.
And it's third down.
Yeah, they straight.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
Have to admit, I was extreme.
And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now the draw play. It's Walker. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The Seahawks at 5-9 on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 3. They'll go play action. Howell. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
So you know how
here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown.
Yeah, that too. But you know,
they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
Explain it, because
you know they're both motivated.
All right, so you know those little coins in my career, how we could choose like playmaking, scoring, defense. It went with our takeover, right? It goes the same way with how it is now, except for it's just like more developed.
The Vikings with the football
Instead
here
of
to begin
having,
the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
It's kind of hard to explain because I don't really like it like that. That's why I don't ever turn my joint on. It's different levels to that joint now, so you can't just have like an automatic like takeover in the my career game but it translates also to the red league too.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy. Completes it to the fullback hand. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Good sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he's able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Looking to throw McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson.
It pays off, yeah. Yeah, we in dynasty mode. That's why I say you chill with them. You sure? But I don't know if it's start over if you trade it to another team or like free agency. You sign with another team. I don't know how it is, but you might get more points if you re-sign. Like, or like you might not even their little badge point where they got. And it might translate to, because like if you look at your chemistry, like when you playing, even like on the red league jump too, like your chemistry build up depending on how good your teammates do.
Minnesota's kick team ready.
Like how y'all playing as a team, like that's another attribute. I don't think a lot of people pay attention to it. Like they got chemistry build up like within the game.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And not much doing on the return.
Yeah.
Coverage there. Good to stop.
Usually it's like what, momentum.
15-yard line.
But like if your momentum may be straight, but if y'all still just playing safety, like your chemistry go up and down, like you might start missing shots.
14-3 and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Facts.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
Now Howell. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Eric Stokes in on the tackle.
If you're a coach, you absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
About like how it was the first day.
And Howell will throw it. And he's taken in by the tight end Finn. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards the pickup there.
This is going to be a corner route to their tight end, and I'll tell you what, it's man coverage, so that makes it hard for a linebacker to stay with him. And he's able to make the catch on the right side of the field and pick up the 1st down.
Howell. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 15. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception.
Here we go. I'm trying to stay in this playoff hunt. If I win this, I stay in the playoffs. And it's a new league that I joined.
But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Counter play. Here's Chandler. And he's up in it after a gain of 4, up to the 25-yard line.
I don't know around the wintertime. I haven't been around here in the wintertime, so I don't know how the weather might be.
This strategic football, this situational football is not just playing on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On play action, now McCarthy. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Here's McCarthy. Eluding the pressure right. 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Yeah, them boys, they are much
running left is Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
That's a nice 700 release.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones with career touchdown number 70. And the Vikings add 6 to their lead.
Right.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great work, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word, if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Howell. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the 2nd quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Howell. He'll take a shot for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to, and they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's 2nd down. Fighting throw. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
I get the ball back.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. McCarthy off the play fake.
Oh, my God.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's
incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes. You can read his hands. And you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it. And oftentimes, knock it away.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football first and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Howell, he'll look to throw it. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Nah, we'll probably get on a little later.
13 yards, picking up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. Gets around him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down. And going right back to Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This time they'll throw it with Howell. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. 23 yards the pickup there. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throwing here, Howell. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Howell down to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Myers' kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores. And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Vikings. He goes 95 yards to the house on the kick return. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Fighting his way through contact. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Smith and Jigba with a grab. A solid stiff arm. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Jonathan Grenard able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. out of the shotgun. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. The Vikings on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Escapes the defender. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. An inside give to Jones. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Up the middle, Jones. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Tyrell Dodson, the one to bring him down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now McCarthy. Flush to his right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. 23 yards on the play. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. And Walker has it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
A gain there of 21 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Powell. He hits his target. Lockett. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 46 yards on the play.
And
a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Again, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. On play action, McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. Running right, Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Chandler. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
Man, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a 1st down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice. Obviously, you're training camp, you're off season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw for both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Vikings, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks,